Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a remake of a video I did previously to give you a better quality version of it. Now one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to want to hit M and see where you're located on the map. You're going to be at one of four starting locations. At Windsward, you're going to be at Everfall, you're going to be at First Light, or you're going to be at Monarch's Bluff. So you're going to want to establish where you are at and what town you're going to have to run to. This beach tutorial will be about efficiency and getting to your town as quickly as possible. Now, if your starting location is different from a friend's starting location, this is what I would suggest to do. Go ahead and complete your beach tutorial, run to the instructed town it tells you to go to, turn in the quest, but do not accept another quest. And then from that point, talk to your friend and or friends and find out which town you'd like to meet up in and start your questing together. When you get to the tower, make sure you accept the quest for the 3 drowned. Also, go ahead and pick up the supply crate for ammo. Look for blue pages. You can either read it or you can hit T if you want to go through it quickly. And you'll notice at the bottom of the screen you get some experience when you do so. Now, I didn't do it in this video, at least at this stage, but for max efficiency, when you get done with killing the drowned, you're going to be a few hundred meters away. So go ahead and hit escape and just respawn and kill yourself, and you'll end up right in front of the quest giver again. When you get to the quest giver and turn it in, he's going to have you go ahead and get some materials for flint tools. Now, when you do, don't just get enough for the flint skinning knife. Get enough for all of them because you're going to want to have all of them and pick up stuff along the way because you're going to need 60 wood, 40 stone, and 16 raw hide for your quest when you get to the town. So you're going to want to make sure that you have those materials on you. Now that you have your flint tools, go ahead and go kill a few boars. Again, kill an extra 1 or 2 to make sure you have plenty of rawhide for when you get to your town. On your way out to the boars, make sure if you see any hyssop, you pick it up. Also, you're going to see some trees, and if you spot a boulder, again, you're going to need those materials for town. So take the time, go grab them so you know you have them in your inventory. Another tip is to go ahead and when you've killed an animal and you are skinning it, it's not going to hinder the process if you put your attribute points in and put your weapon mastery in as well. And then go ahead and come back to the campfire, make some light rations. It'll give you a few extra light rations. Make sure you equip them. You can go ahead and use those. They will give you health over time after you've fought. They will stop healing you when you take damage. The next part of the quest, you're going to have to go collect 3 records. And they're going to be roughly in the same area, but make sure you follow the indicators on the compass. And also a tip is to zoom in on the map, and it usually gives you a better location of where they are. Just go ahead, hit T, click on them, and then move on to the next step. Make sure that after you've gotten the 3 that you do look to see how many meters your next quest is, because sometimes you can be looking around for something that's not there, and then you realize, oh, it's 150 meters away, I'm on the next part. The next clip will show you an example about what I was talking about previously. It's very subtle how the quest changes. It looks very similar as to the way it looked before. So just make sure that you're always keeping an eye on your compass to make sure that you're the amount of meters away from the quest that you actually want to be, because sometimes physically the quest doesn't really change a lot verbally, so it might confuse you. On this next quest, it's going to ask you to get the flag on the front and back of the ship. Now make sure you kill this grenadier because you'll be up, you might run past her and then get up on top of the ship. She'll throw that little bomb and knock your little happy ass down. And that's going to be frustrating, so you're going to have to come all the way back around and jump back up there again. Also, there's a setting that you have where you can set it to where you can automatically climb over. Make sure that's disabled for this part of the game because you'll just keep hopping over the ship. And again, that'll be very frustrating. After you've gathered both of your flags, make sure you jump down to the bottom of the ship because there's a weapons chest. After that, you get the weapons, you go ahead and kill yourself, go back to the quest giver, and then you're going to start the next part. Now, it's very important that you save your weapons because you very well might not get the weapon that you're looking for at the start of the game. Fire staffs, ice gauntlets, any Arcana product you have to make if you don't find. Because to make them, you need 30 motes, which you will not get until you have 30 harvesting skill. So if you get a staff, make sure that you save them for either yourself or a friend. If nothing else, you can definitely sell them on the marketplace to make some extra money. Now, the next quest is going to send you to the cave to go ahead and kill the corrupted chaplain. Again, make sure that you are following your compass on which way to go. Sometimes, I believe it's first light, it can be a little bit deceiving and you might end up going around the wrong side of the mountain. So keep that in mind. Also, I usually just run directly in there and run through the tunnel. I group up the mobs, kill them, and go ahead and go through the door. Now, if you haven't gotten your weapon, I might believe there might be another chest or two that you can find in here. Possibly even some saltpeter, although I can't remember it off the top of my head, which you find in caves. Once you get to the corrupted chaplain, go ahead and start hitting them. Make sure you get a few good hits on them so you get credit for the quest. Otherwise, if you miss them, because there's going to be a lot of people beating on him, you're going to probably have to wait. I believe it's just a few minutes for him. It's not horribly long like some of the others, but nevertheless, it's time wasted. Go ahead and get the chest. Hopefully you got your weapon in this run that you were looking for. After that, go ahead and hit escape and go ahead and respawn. You'll go back to your quest giver. Then they're going to ask you to open their map and they're going to have you go on your merry way to the town. While you're going to that town, keep an eye out for any more of those resources you will look for. There are some iron nodes along the route to Everfall, and also I think that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. I can't remember any others standing out. So keep an eye, and that's one of the reasons that you made the mining pick and sickle, or just in case you see any items that you might be able to grab along the way. Now, if you've played before, this is pretty general information, but this is targeted to all the new players that are just coming into New World that are looking to get an efficient start. If you like the video and you find it helpful, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I will be streaming live on Twitch throughout all of New World, so please come in and check me out at Sandman's Gaming channel on Twitch. And everyone, have a wonderful day. Thanks for checking in.